He didn't know it then. But that single moment of waiting, just waiting, would rewrite the entire course of his life. Sometimes the smallest pause becomes the doorway to the greatest change. Far from the noise of the world, in a quiet mountain village, lived a young man named Arin. He wasn't special in the way stories usually begin. No prophecy.
I know destiny.
Just a quiet soul carrying old wounds and quiet hopes. Each morning he walked the same narrow path lined with cedar trees, listening to the soft shuffle of leaves, wondering why life still felt unfinished, incomplete. He looks at the sunrise. Arin had one flaw he knew too well: impatience. He rushed conversations, rushed decisions, rushed his own healing. To him, stillness felt like a trap, as if something terrible hid inside silence. But that year, life decided to test him. His plans collapsed one after another. A job opportunity vanished. A relationship faded into unanswered messages. Even the dreams he once carried felt distant, like stars smudged by clouds. And so, he began climbing into the mountains, hoping the cold air would quiet the storm inside. One morning, Arin reached a cliff overlooking the valley. Mist rested over the fields like a soft blanket. He sat on an old stone, head bowed, whispering, "Why does everything take so long? Can't life move when I need it to?" His voice vanished into the mountain air. It felt like speaking to emptiness, and that made his impatience ache even more. He pulled a small sapling from beside the path, something he used to do as a child when he was frustrated. But as the tiny roots dangled in his hand, weak and fragile, he felt a strange heaviness inside, almost guilt. He stared at the uprooted sapling. It would never grow now, never become a tree. All because he couldn't sit with a moment of discomfort. He pressed the sapling back into the earth, trying to repair what he had broken. But he knew some things don't return just because we want them to. For the first time, Arin felt the weight of his impatience, not his anger, but his grief. He realized how many moments he had pulled apart. It's because he couldn't wait long enough to see them bloom. He sat there for a long time, the morning turning slowly into day. The mountain didn't rush, the clouds didn't rush. Only he did. In that stillness, he felt the quiet truth settle. Patience isn't emptiness. Patience is space, the space where life gathers before it steps forward. As the sun climbed, an old man appeared on the path. His robe carried the color of worn paper, and his eyes held the softness of someone who had seen many storms. He paused near Arin and looked at the barely standing sapling. "You planted it too quickly," the old man said with a gentle smile. Arin blinked. "Too quickly? I thought my problem was taking too long." The old man knelt beside the small tree. "No. The earth needs time to hold what we place into it. Push too fast, and nothing roots. Pull too soon, nothing grows." Arin felt those words cut deeper than the cold air. The old man continued, "Everything in nature knows when to wait. Seeds wait in darkness. Rivers wait behind stones. Even the sun waits each morning before breaking the horizon." He touched the sapling lightly. "But people, they fear waiting, because they think nothing is happening." He looked at Arin. "But the unseen is always growing. You just cannot witness its quiet work." The old man stood, leaving Arin with one final sentence. "Patience is not delay, it is preparation." Then he walked into the mist and disappeared along the mountain trail. Arin remained there, letting the words echo through him. He looked at the small sapling, fragile, uncertain, yet full of possibility. He realized that much of his life had been like that sapling. Pulled too early, forced too quickly. Never given the gentle space to take root. And so, for the first time, Arin didn't rush his thoughts. He sat, he breathed. He allowed the moment to simply exist. In the silence, he felt something strange. A growing peace, like warm light spreading across cold ground. Life wasn't asking him to move faster. It was asking him to trust the unseen work happening beneath the surface. Days later, he returned to the mountain with water for the sapling. He didn't expect miracles, he didn't need them. He just cared for it gently, slowly, allowing time to do what time does best. And with each visit, he felt himself rooting to becoming more steady, more present, more whole. Patience was no longer a burden. It had become a teacher. As Arin stood on the cliff one quiet morning, watching the first light touch the valley, he finally understood. Growth isn't loud, healing isn't sudden, and the answers we seek rarely arrive at the speed we want. Because patience is not the absence of progress. Patience is progress, just too gentle for the restless eye to see. So remember, the moments you wait for are shaping you long before you ever see their gift.